Namaste. When we're performing any duties, domestic duties in the temple, it is okay not to be wearing our robes, but we must always have this over our shoulder, like so, just out of respect. This is why this is my attire in this heat. But people have often asked, how do you put these robes on? Well, there are two ways. Well, two ways in the official tradition, which I'll show you. And then also a different way one wears robes more informally in India, where they tend to wear their robes all of the time. When I say we monks tend to wear our robes all of the time. In Thailand, you only really wear them in the temple or when you're being offered dana. Most of the time you're just wearing this angsa, this kind of vest, little piece of cloth, because it's so hot. But it's hot here too. I'll show you quickly how they wear them in India, and then I'll put my robe on properly as we wear it in Thailand. Bear with me. So, in the robe we row in Thailand in this fashion. So the nice simple way one can do this Indian style is like this. Flip this over there and wear the robe thus. Nice and easy, yes? Also quite cool, free and relaxing. You can move around unrestricted. I hope you can hear me because the mic's down there. Then also in the temple in India, because one covers the left side with the right shoulder exposed, one hooks this side over there, so it starts to look more similar to how you see me wearing it more formally. So in the temple, for chanting, for any official ceremonies, one would wear it thus. In Thailand, it's a little bit more of an ordeal. One would take it this way. I'll show you firstly how we wear it when out in the city, out in town, anywhere outside of the monastery grounds, where we are exposed to the public. So we're not to be exposed to the public. We are to cover ourselves from neck down to ankles, down to wrists, as you will see. Not sure quite how this fares with this whole video thing. I've seen monks with very little on. Well, including myself, it's so hot. But this is where you're coming into the temple, as if you were to visit the temple, monastery, come within the monastery grounds. We wouldn't suddenly dress in parimandala, as it is called, which means all around, in a way I'm about to demonstrate. Soprano is outside there, smiling through the window. Probably wondering what on earth he's doing. So we flick it over our shoulder, thus. And as you see, I've done this many times, so you get quite used to it. Now, it should be that it circles all around, thus. I've got it a little high, it should be around this ankle level. So we're out on arms round. There's a little tag unfastens here, and I've always avoided doing this, so it's about time I did my duty, because I'm always being asked, Then our bowl over our shoulder this way when we're walking into town. And when we're receiving alms, we pop our bowl over this shoulder, inside, so it's covered. And to receive alms, we open like this. So it's all a bit like a magical cloak. So as you see, I'm covered from top to toe, like that. Okay? Now, in the temple, ordinarily speaking, we expose our right shoulder, just covering our left side, and this is how you'd normally see me in action, so to speak. Unless I'm being informal, then I would just be in my anger. Am I actually on camera, Supanyo, do you think? I'm not sure. Looking at the camera there. I'm a little fascinated. So we flip it over like this. And this is what you're familiar with in the Thai Forest tradition style. And we can tighten it up, straighten it up nicely. I like to pull this piece down the back a little bit. And then this is how we wear our robes. So, having done that, I'll go to the temple and now. I've already bowed, I'll bow again, paying my respects to the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha, and also the founder of this organisation, Bhante, whose name was Bhante Dhammarakkhita. So, as they still say here in India, in that quaint BBC 1950s fashion, without further ado, it's like the World Service sometimes here, I will continue with our questions and answers. I have an audience today, I have Supanyo.